guys, it's Nick, and we have some news today involving a trade. Yes, an in-season trade for the Chicago Blackhawks. This one involving a team Kyle Davidson has traded with a lot. The Vancouver Canucks, as the Blackhawks trade former first-round draft pick Lukas Reichel to the Vancouver Canucks for a 2027 fourth-round pick. Frankly, I'm kind of surprised that's what we got for him because honestly, its trade value was extremely low. Reichel has not developed well with the Blackhawks. His game just did not jive for the Chicago Blackhawks. He became a non-factor a lot of nights that he was in the lineup. His best game of his career came against St. Louis just a week ago when the Hawks beat them 8-3 in St. Louis, where he had 2 goals and an assist in that game. But otherwise, he really has been a non-factor for the last 3 years, almost. He just has not shown that he's going to be a player for the future of the Chicago Blackhawks. So getting a draft pick to add to the capital draft pick the Hawks does have going further, I guess that's okay. Especially with the pipeline the Hawks have for prospects who, frankly, have bumped Reichel from being an everyday player for the Chicago Blackhawks. So this trade, in my opinion, makes sense. Was I a Lukas Reichel fan for the Hawks? Yes, I was. I have a Reichel Blackhawk jersey and a Reichel Ice Hog jersey. That's how high I was on him to become a good player for the Blackhawks' future. But frankly, he didn't. He just did not work out well with the Blackhawks. Here's his stats in his entire career as a Chicago Blackhawk. So, in 174 games played, Lukas Reichel only tallied 22 goals, 36 assists for 58 points in his Chicago Blackhawk career. He wasn't really developing well. The one season that we thought he might be something was the year the Hawks traded off everyone and when Jonathan Toews basically got injured for the remainder of the season from his illness. So, that was the only time we really saw any light with him in a Blackhawk uniform. And Rockford, that was a difference. He played well when he was in the AHL level, but when he was up in the NHL, he became a non-factor, and with how the team is developing, he's lost a spot with the Chicago Blackhawks. So, getting a 4th-round pick, yes, for 2027, for a former first-round draft pick who really didn't develop well, who also, I have to mention, was not drafted by Kyle Davidson. That could be another factor. He doesn't have to have loyalty to a player that was drafted by the previous regime. So, trading Reichel to the Vancouver Canucks gives Reichel an opportunity to maybe find his game elsewhere. It's a change of scenery type of trade. And I hope Reichel the best with Vancouver. It didn't work out well in Chicago, as there's multiple factors with the team's young development, with all the prospects that have come into the organization, and how the team is starting to really jive on ice for the Chicago Blackhawks this season. So down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your thoughts were on today's trade of Lukas Reichel to the Vancouver Canucks for a 2027 4th-round pick. And thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, let's go Hawks.